It's hard to argue that birds of prey are some of the most majestic creatures that exist today. Hawks soaring overhead, falcons diving from great heights, and owls silently swooping in to snatch their unsuspecting prey. These incredible hunters come in all shapes and sizes and inhabit pretty much every corner of our planet. But did you know that there are more than 300 different types of birds of prey out there? And each one has its own unique adaptations and behaviors that make it a master of its environment? So let's take a closer look at these magnificent creatures and explore what makes them so special. First off, let's talk about the awesome power that these birds possess. As apex predators of the sky, raptors like the harpy eagle, black-collared hawk, and roadside hawk sit at the top of the food chain. This means they control the populations of the smaller animals around them and help keep the ecosystem in check. But how do they do this exactly? Well, these birds of prey have razor-sharp talons and hooked beaks that allow them to catch, kill, and tear apart their prey, which can include anything from monkeys and snakes to birds and rodents. The harpy eagle, for example, has the strongest grip of any living bird, allowing it to carry prey almost twice its weight. That's like picking up a 5-year-old kid with just one hand. Talk about a strong grip. But wait, there's more. Birds of prey also have exceptional eyesight, which allows them to spot prey from great heights. They can see almost 8 times better than humans, and can easily pick out a small animal from hundreds of meters away. This is especially useful when hunting in dense jungle where visibility can be poor. They can still find their prey. And speaking of hunting, birds of prey employ a variety of techniques to catch their prey. Some, like the harpy eagle, dive from the treetops, swooping down on their prey with incredible speed and precision. Others, like the black-collared hawk, prefer to glide over rivers in South America in search of fish or amphibians to eat. They use the wind to their advantage, soaring effortlessly and patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And trust me, when a bird of prey decides to strike, there's no escape. Their speed and agility is unmatched, and their sharp talons and beaks make quick work of their prey. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the silent and strategic nature of these birds. Birds of prey are masters of stealth and patience, often sitting still for long periods of time before launching their surprise attack. This allows them to conserve energy and take advantage of the element of surprise, making them even more efficient hunters. But that's not all. Birds of prey are also highly adaptable hunters, able to change their hunting strategies depending on the situation. For example, some birds of prey will chase down their prey, while others will simply wait for their prey to come to them. Owls, for example, are known to be patient hunters, waiting hours on end for their prey to come within range before pouncing. And let's not forget about their incredible maneuverability. Birds of prey are capable of some truly amazing aerial feats, twisting and turning through the air with ease to avoid obstacles and capture their prey. Hawks, for example, are known for their sharp turns, which allow them to quickly change direction in mid-flight and surprise their prey. In terms of their appearance, birds of prey are just as impressive. They come in all shapes and sizes, from the tiny northern pygmy owl, which is only about the size of a sparrow, to the massive Andean condor, which has a wingspan of up to 3.3 meters. Different birds of prey have different physical characteristics that make them well suited for their particular environment. For example, birds of prey that hunt in open areas tend to have broad wings and tails that help them maneuver in the air, while birds of prey that hunt in forests tend to have shorter, more rounded wings that allow them to fly through dense undergrowth. No matter their size or shape, all birds of prey have one thing in common: they are built for hunting. Their sharp talons and beaks, powerful muscles, and exceptional eyesight make them perfectly adapted for catching and tearing apart their prey. When it comes to their behavior, birds of prey are just as impressive. As we've already mentioned, they are skilled hunters. But they are also very territorial and will defend their hunting grounds fiercely against rivals. They are also very social animals, often communicating with each other through loud calls and displays. And let's not forget about their nesting habits. Birds of prey typically build large nests called eyries high up in the tallest trees. This helps to protect them from ground predators and allows them to raise their chicks safely. The size of the nest can vary depending on the species, but some can be over 2 meters wide and 1 meter deep. And the female typically lays 1 to 4 eggs, although some species, like the harpy eagle, can lay up to 6 eggs at once. Both parents then take turns incubating the eggs and taking care of the chicks. But unfortunately, despite their impressive adaptations and behaviors, birds of prey are facing a number of threats. Habitat loss due to deforestation and climate change, poaching and human disturbance, especially in areas where large trees are cut down for timber. All of these factors can negatively impact their populations, particularly since many raptors have slow reproduction rates, meaning that they can't bounce back quickly from population declines. In fact, some species like the California condor are still considered endangered. It's important that we take steps to protect these magnificent creatures and the habitats they need to survive. By doing so, we can ensure that future generations get the chance to experience the wonder and majesty of birds of prey. And here's an interesting fact. Did you know that birds of prey play a vital role in the health of our ecosystem? As predators, they help keep the populations of their prey species in check and remove weak or sick animals, which prevents the spread of disease. By removing these weak individuals, raptors allow stronger, healthier animals to thrive, which leads to a more diverse and robust ecosystem overall. And it's not just the direct impact on prey species that raptors have. Their presence can also indirectly benefit the ecosystem as well. For example, by feeding on rodents, raptors can help protect crops from damage, which reduces the need for pesticides. Additionally, raptors are often used as indicators of environmental health because they are at the top of the food chain. This means that they can accumulate high levels of toxins in their bodies, which can then be passed on to predators that eat them. By monitoring the levels of toxins in raptors, scientists can get a good idea of the overall health of the ecosystem. In conclusion, birds of prey are truly remarkable creatures. From their powerful grip and hooked beak to their exceptional eyesight and silent hunting tactics, they are masters of their environment. Their ability to adapt to different hunting strategies, diverse habitats, and changing conditions has allowed them to thrive and become some of the most successful hunters on the planet. However, it is important that we continue to study and protect these magnificent creatures and the habitats they need to survive. By doing so, we can ensure that future generations get the chance to marvel at the beauty and power of birds of prey. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below with your thoughts. Also, check out our other videos. We have lots of interesting topics covered. Subscribe for more updates.